Welcome to Born to Ramble with your host, Nikki Settlemeyer. I'm pouring myself a tropical 7-Up. Okay, so I am doing I'm doing a podcast for my 4 paid subscribers plus 1, that's you, Trish. And so I discovered that you can record yourself on Substack, so I'm just going to give this a whirl. So here we go. On the count of 3, please enjoy a review of A Bargain for Francis, one of my childhood favorites. Subtitle: Never trust a badger or anyone else who tries to talk you out of getting what you really want. By Nikki Settlemeyer. Francis is a badger with a best friend named Thelma who is nothing but trouble. Francis's mother even tells her every time you play with Thelma, you end up getting hurt either physically or emotionally. Of course, her mother doesn't use those exact words because not only is Frances a badger, but she's also a very young little girl badger who wouldn't understand the meaning of emotional pain. In A Bargain for Francis, Frances is saving her money for a China tea set, but Thelma is adamant that a China tea set is a huge mistake. She insists that a plastic tea set is much better because the China one would break easily. And according to Thelma, China tea sets are so yesterday. In fact, they've been discontinued. She convinces Frances to buy her shitty plastic tea set, and then what does she do? Thelma goes to the candy store where there is one China tea set left in stock, the one that Frances wanted, and Thelma, the snake, buys it. She buys the China tea set that should have been Frances's with Frances's own money. When Frances realizes what happened, she comes up with a plan. She decides to pretend that Thelma left something very precious in the sugar bowl, a ruse to make Thelma want her plastic tea set back. Frances calls Thelma to tell her she's so glad she'll never have to return the plastic tea set because of that certain something in the sugar dish. Of course, Thelma is curious, and the more she asks, the more Frances reiterates that she's so glad they said no backsies. Thelma wants to bargain to get her plastic tea set back. Frances ends up trading Thelma the plastic tea set for the brand new China one plus 10 cents. They decide it's better not to play tricks on each other. It's better to be friends, but that always rubbed me the wrong way. Once Frances knew what kind of person Thelma was, how could she ever truly trust her again? And yes, she got the tea set she wanted plus 10 cents, but Thelma had already used it. In the end, Frances owned 2 different tea sets, but they'd both been used by Thelma first. I'd much rather have it brand new, right out of the box, never touched or played with. And I'd gladly pay 10 piddly cents more to have a tea set that Thelma hadn't run her grubby paws and lips over. I believe the lesson in A Bargain for Francis is twofold. First, never accept sloppy seconds. And next, friends come and go, but China tea sets are forever.